today's topic has to do about feminism, the concept of feminism in Nigeria. Yes, I am Oluwademilade Temitope, and as always, I have my partner here with me.
Dada Tobiloba.
I know that deep down you, when I say feminism in Nigeria, you're already thinking that, Omoyi. Of course, I want you to say everything you have in your mind. You just have to say it. Speaking from the perspective of a man, what do you understand by this feminism of a thing in Nigeria?
Okay. The idea of feminism has to do in two parts. What it was meant to be from the onset and what modern day women now have turned it to be. Feminism normally was all about basic human rights. Back then in those days, women wanted to have the same rights as men.
Yes.
There was there was segregation between those two genders. Men had more rights to do a lot of things in the society, while women were subjected to, exactly, women are just subjected to less being like the support, the help, a wife, someone to be at home.
I can say that boldly and happily. I'm happy I was not born back then because Kasala go to bust. Anyway, speaking about the first question, if a man asks a lady out, who should pay the bills? That should not even be a question for me. You asked me out as a lady and I said yes. Ask me out on a date, obviously. And I said yes. I'm a guest. You are hosting me. You don't expect me to come and pay the bills of what I'll be eating that day.
True. But there's this concept of modern day women now that they decide that, okay, as per feminism, the idea of feminism, they feel like bills should be split 50-50 based on I'm my own woman. I'm also capable of doing things on my own.
This idea of I'm a woman, I'm capable is of two different things to me. There are cases whereby some women pay willingly, and that's because looking at the situation of the guy, looking at somebody, you can actually read what they are going through. Well, I know some of we ladies, a man asks you out and you're taking more than what the man is even eating. You don't know his pocket, you don't know his budget for that day. Of course, we wash plates. If I'm the man, we wash plates because I'll leave you there to pay your bills. Rightly speaking, as a woman, you're on a date, you should eat moderately. And like I said, some women can decide to pay willingly. Emphasis on willingly, not that you'll be the man. As a man, you'll not be the one to ask me that, okay, we are done eating, let's split the bills.
It's based on perspective.
Okay, now the question itself, you asked me out as a lady on a date. Who's paying the bill? Who should pay the bill?
As a man. That is, as a man.
As you, Toby, who should pay the bills?
Naturally, I will 100% pay the bill.
Why do you not have cases of some men that will not say, okay, we are done eating? The bills is like 80, you are paying 40, I should pay 40. Like, where is that one coming from?
That's what modern day feminism has cost.
Where is it coming from?
That's what modern day feminism has cost. Because right now, men also feel like, yes, since women feel like they want to be the boss, they want to also have their own say in society, they want to feel like they can be the boss lady and they don't need a man. Let me put it that way. Because most women will come out and say they don't need a man. So men feel like if I'm going on a date and I'm meant to pay 50, you will also pay 50.
But wait, to me, somewhere they are just using this feminism as a tag, as an excuse. Some women don't even act like I'm a bossy woman. They will just throw it to you that, you're a big girl. You should be able to pay now. I'm not a big girl. I'm a small girl. You're paying, guy. It's better you just bring out that.
Do you know this society has coined the idea of broke men shouldn't even be in a relationship?
Why? Yes, you are broke. Why you be asking me out on a date? When you know that your pocket can't afford what I'll be eating that day, why should you ask me out? As a lady, I'm the only thing I should be responsible to do that day is know what to eat. I shouldn't eat like too much because I don't know what your pocket is. I don't know what your budget is. I should eat moderately. That's what should be my responsibility that day, and I should look good, obviously. But why should I now come with my money and be paying and you'll be there seated and you call yourself a dogu and provider? Please, don't to me.
So I want to ask you a quick question. Are you a traditional woman?
Okay, speaking about, I don't know, I'm in between.
No, you can't be in between. You have to pick. Are you a traditional woman or you are a modern day ideologist, feminism, all those ideas?
See, Toby, to be very I'm big. To be very sincere, there are some situations you find yourself, you just have to adapt into that traditionalism. And there are some situations you find yourself and you have to just I'm a modern girl, I need to act like one. But this current one I'm saying, as a guy, you ask a lady out, you should be responsible for the bills.
True.
You
Yeah.
should. Don't target her as feminist. You're a big girl, you should pay. No, nothing like you're a big girl, you should pay.
You have that on the table. This is
Exactly.
true.
Think about the second question. Is soft life alone for women alone or
Men.
for men as well?
As a man, who doesn't want soft life? I also want the soft life, but the thing is, society has tended it to be, men don't have it easy. You can see a woman in the society of today. A woman goes to university, she finished school. Now, it is not easy for her, but she has two options. She goes the hard way like a man, try to hustle for herself, try to make her footing right, try to become someone in society.
Yes.
Or she goes the easy way as a woman. That is what, find a husband, get married, have kids, especially find a rich husband. But you know how society is, it's not even easy to find a rich husband.
Hashtag Odogo.
Exactly.
Odogo's wife.
So you get, no matter how you look at it, a woman always has a second chance. She has a second door that she can open in case this one doesn't work out. But a man, you either get rich or die young. That's just
But
it.
to be very sincere, I think some men need soft life. So even all men need
All
soft
men
life.
need soft
It is
life.
overwhelming. Some men are just
Soft
acting
life.
strong, but deep down them they are crying on their bed.
You
Some
know
are
how
maybe
many men out there that are depressed, that are suicidal,
everything is overwhelming. Personal bills, family bills, girlfriend bills,
and then a woman
economy
will
and
now come and still tell you that my money is my money, your money is our money.
Don't be-
We are meant to spend.
Toby,
money.
wait.
When everything is all choking.
Hold on. That point is don't even say it again. Of course, my money is my money as a lady. Why are you the man? You should provide for me.
True, yes. as a
Even
traditional
when
man.
even when God created Adam, he created Adam first and Eve later. I didn't even want it to be equal, like, okay, as the woman and the man. It should create them the same time and be like, okay, you guys came to the world the same time, so everything should be split into equal parts and bills should be split. But God knows what he was doing. He created Adam first, then brought Eve later. They didn't just record it for us. I'm sure Adam must have done some work behind the scene before Eve came. So as a man,
True.
you should provide
A man
for me.
is
My money is my money.
Truly, a man
not
is a
your
provider.
money.
A
Yes.
man is a provider, a protector, is someone that has to hold down the house.
Yes.
That is a work of a man. Now, can you tell me the roles of a woman?
A woman should be submissive. I'll be submissive to you. I'm your helpmate. I will help you. I'll be there to comfort you when you are going through depression. I'll be there to be your care. I'm your nurse. Yes. All those things they are huge. You know, there are something that they are more valuable than money. So you guys just feel like you bring money to the table. But what women bring to the table most times is far more than the money you guys bring into the table.
I am a man. I understand that having a woman in your life, there's this kind of nurture. There's this nurturing thing
Yes.
it brings into it.
Exactly.
There's this care. Even it's the same way a mother would care for a child. It's the same aspect almost.
We bring a lot to the table. I don't even want to start mentioning it. So you people don't feel like your money has bought the whole of our life because
modern day women have changed the perspective. They've changed the ideology. Men adore a woman that is submissive, that is trying to just be for a support, a help partner, like you said. A support, is nurse, is a doctor, is a partner, is everything. You get. That is what a man looks for in every woman. He looks for someone that is ready to be at, that is ready to watch his back.
Okay, when a man now have all of those quality in a woman, why would the man now start requesting for equal bills, equal payments, equal this, equal that? When you already have those quality you listed now in a woman, why will some men still now be so bold to be asking that such woman that brings all of this to the table for equal like payments in the house? Why? Why do some men do it?
Show me a man that is rich. He has everything he needs. He has a nurturing wife. And tell me if he's asking his wife for 50-50 bills. It's not possible. Okay. You know when men ask women for 50-50 bills? If a woman comes in as someone that is rigid, someone that feels like she's a man in her own field, someone that feels like, yes, she can actually stand up to the task of a man. Now, a man naturally is wired to be what? Is wired to be dominant. Is wired to feel like, yes, he's an alpha in his house.
You should be in
As
charge.
I said, society tells me that a man is the crown, a man is the leader of the house, a man is the head of the family. But it is different. Because when a woman comes in and says, yes, I'm also on my own task, I'm also a man on my own, because that's what they tell a woman that, yes, I'm also a man in my field, I'm also someone that is strong. Now, that changes the perspective because the woman tends to come in, egos clash. You don't mess with a man's pride.
Yes, I know.
Now, when a man feels like is not man enough in his own house. If you're also a man, okay, don't worry, we are both men. Then we share
But
50-50. That was how it.
see, to be very sincere, I still feel as a man, women with different ideology, we still have some traditional women in this modern settings.
Sure.
As a man, you go for what you want. That's what I believe in. Some men, they go for like a woman that they feel like will be submissive and will be able to pay some bills as well. While some men still go for a woman that they know that, okay, this one, I just want to cater for you. I just want to pay your bills. When you choose what you, if they say, cut your coat
According to
your size. Some don't do that. Why, as a man, you know that your pocket is not as large as the woman you're chasing. Some men go after some women that they know that financially, this one is way above me. And you expect such a woman to now come to your house and be acting as what? A model. Be catering for you and not, those things will not work. See, I believe that move with bird of the same feather. They should flock together. No matter what it is, choose what you know you can undo, because it is just what it is. You don't expect people to twist whatever they are going through just to suit you.
Okay, so basically what you just said is a straightforward direction. And I like it because you practically said if you're a man that earns 250 or that kind of, you go with your sets. Like
yes.
so that you know that there is no, that's your range that you can go. Don't go beyond your range.
Exactly.
Now that means it's straightforward. That means it is a man will practically marry for love, while a woman will marry for stability. A woman will marry for security.
It is just the situation we find ourselves.
It is the society and what it claims to
Whatever
be.
it has to be, it is what it is.
But that means you're practically telling me that a woman because this example you told me, now a man that is earning close to 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, he can go ahead and date a lady that is earning 100K.
That
doesn't even earn anything at all.
That's why he's a man. It will be easy that way. It will be easy that way.
Earns 1 million cannot
it
date
won't
a
work.
guy
It
that earns 200K.
It sounds weird, but that's the situation we find ourselves. That's the generation we have now. To avoid trouble is just to avoid the whole thing that will cause trouble.
What makes you think that the woman that earns 1 million plus would see a man that earns more than her and the man will actually like someone of the same, lower than him? Do you think it's possible?
Of course it is.
The man might also want to go for people that are on his level.
Even, like yes, is it that they're on the same level or the man is higher in such level? All this thing happens and they work very well with our parents.
True. We
see our parents that most of our mothers, they earn more than our dad back then in those ages, and they work together. You cannot even know the difference. You cannot even know who earn more. You cannot even know who earn low, because there is love. They understand better. But it is so sad, but it is the truth. Yeah. We don't understand better.
Society has.
I cannot earn millions, and you now come with 100,000 monthly salary, and you expect me to be in the house cooking for you and avoid. No.
I guess society has just deemed it to be so.
Sincerely, it is so sad, but it is what we find ourselves in. This generation,
society is messed up.
It is messed up. So we just have to adapt to it. Back then it worked, but it can't work nowadays. It can't.
But do you know that the issue of this ideology of feminism, back then in those days, a traditional woman, I asked you earlier that are you a traditional woman? You said you are in the middle. Yeah. Now a traditional woman, one thing a traditional woman is going to do to her husband. Now back in those days, if a traditional woman earns 500,000 naira and the husband earns 100K.
Okay.
That 500K,
okay,
she would give it to the husband.
Oh my God!
Let me even tell you, there's a special way I even saw online.
This is my monthly salary. Oh my God!
An other couple I saw online. She will kneel down
with the salary.
She will present her salary to the husband.
Take husband.
What's the thing they even call husband?
Olórí mi. Olówó mi. She better rest. Monday to Friday every day. I would not carry that say Olówó mi, no vex. It can't just work that way. That same Olówó mi, we now carry that money and be doing shino. We now carry that money and go to bar. When the person will work for the money, they inside, for the work. I'm sorry, Toby, not talk about it again.
The thing is, you are practically trying to just use what the society has thought about.
Then, those Olówó me back then, they are responsible.
Why do you think men are not responsible now?
They are not responsible now because a man will have a wife at home and still have 3 concubines outside.
If they are not responsible
and the wife will not be catering. No, now, could they
That
work
means you are
now?
practically preparing for failure in a relationship. You think that all men are not responsible.
I'm not saying all men are not responsible. There are still some good eggs in the basket. But before you find that good egg, Adam will have showed you shege. Adam will have showed you pepper that is not even in the market. In the sense that that money, no be you go spend am. Wọ́n á tún fi ṣe ṣìnà ńbẹ̀. Wọ́n á fi gbé obìnrin. Wọ́n á fi lọ sílé ọtí. And you wey suffer for the money will not be at home.
True. See, there are some men, there are some bad men
that
out
same
there.
man self will not even cater for the children. And at a point, if it does not continue that way, it will turn to violence because every month you'll be expecting such acts. You'll be like, Kílódé, ṣé ẹ ti gba salary ni? Oya, alpha.
But do you know that there is a scenario that happened not long ago with this same idea? A woman and her husband were living in the same house. A house, they rented it. And the husband had been paying this rent for years and years and years and years. Even the rent got increased at a point, and the husband was still paying it.
Okay.
Settling the house bills, everything, the school fees of the kids, everything, he was doing fine. Until he found out that the house was owned by his wife.
You see, Toby, speaking about that.
His wife owned the house.
That is
like, can you believe that? Your wife, the person that you said for rich, for poor, for
better,
worse,
for worse,
I mean for everything, and the
Sincerely,
woman still had the guts to rent. You guys living in the rental apartment.
Sincerely, I'm not in a position to blame the woman. See, I'm also a responsible lady. See, guys, don't see me as, but it is just what the situation of present generation have put us into. I think being the woman must have seen some things. Oh, we are just seeing what we were told. But if you ask the woman why she take that step, she will see something to say. The woman must have seen some traces in the man. You know, there are some men that only the wife can tell more about them. What the man will pay, this same man, if he knows that I'm the owner of this house, he might start to bring up some attitude. He might even see her as, okay, anything she does, it might be cutting it because now you get the house. That's why you don't want to obey me. Now, because it might be me. That's why some women tend to take, I've heard cases of that, like that too. That's why some women tend to take such acts.
You believe?
I'm not judging them. They must have seen a reason why.
A woman has to, like in any marriage, a woman is in present day, a woman has to have a backup plan in case the husband fucks up.
You should have a backup plan.
Now,
yes, you should have a backup. You should have a backup. See, as a lady,
she said she's a traditional woman.
See, you should have a backup plan. It is just sad. We had cases of divorce. Is it that there was no love at the beginning? There was love, but these men are so unpredictable. Men are so unpredictable. At the beginning, to be so rosy, to be smooth.
If we keep going on and on about men and women, they are both of the same.
You men are you are so unpredictable. Women are soft. We don't like wahala. We do yes, we don't like wahala.
You will be sure because there are several experiences out there. I'm sure men are out there. You can even comment on that the YouTube section.
It's Adam that turned women to what they don't want to be now. Yes, now. Some women are soft. God knows what he was doing when he created us.
Let me let you know one thing right now. Do you know that every single household, Nigeria, not even outside of the country, every single household in Nigeria, every man is taught on how to treat a woman. I know. Every woman, they will never see a mother telling a woman, his daughter or anyone, or even a father telling his daughter that this is how to treat a man.
Of course, don't be
afraid of men. But the mothers will be out there telling their son, you don't treat a woman like that. You treat a woman with respect. You treat a woman with this.
But yet,
they now go out there. The sons go out there thinking that women are just like their mothers, gentle, nurturing and all. But then when they meet Eve, they go and meet Delilah.
It's not our intention to be Delilah. It's not our intention to be what you guys are seeing now. It is what you guys did that prompted out those.
There are some women out there that men even talk.
I've seen cases whereby women are so submissive. They do everything what the man wants. What do they gain at the end? What do they gain at the end? At the end, when the man died, you will not be seeing different wives coming with the children.
Like a popular Yoruba parable.
Yes, I just pray that I should have Ori and I should have the fila to wear on it. God, I beg.
So the only thing I will say is, in every situation we find ourselves in, like the Bible or the Quran, anything, love comes first. Yes. Now, in every situation, love comes first. If a woman has the ideology that she has to have a backup plan in every relationship or in every marriage she goes in case the man mess up or something, I can assure you it won't last. Because love is just about putting both feet into the river and saying, yes, I want to swim.
Yes, you are right. Also, in my own ideology, Toby, hey, I'm sorry, but I'll still say it. As a man, if you have a woman, of course, treat her well. Treat her nicely. You don't need to start acting like this. There are some things that some men do. There will be, how will I put it? There will be angel outside. Inside, there will be lion. Those things are not expected. If you treat your wife very well, if you treat a woman very well, of course, she'll be so open to you. She'll be everything you've ever dreamed for. But as a man, if you start acting so corny, the woman will bring out those features you don't want to experience. If a man can be very upright in a marriage, of course, there will be peace. If you are not upright in a marriage, expect the otherwise. Anyways, that's it for today. As you said, I wish I can sing, but Toby, don't worry, I'll come back for you.
Don't worry, next week.
That's it for today. Once again, I am Temitope Oluwademilade.
I don't need to say my name. I said it more times, so but you know Tobi Lobadada.
Please follow us on all our platforms. We are Madife Media on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. See you next week. Bye.